Did you know that an estimated 20 million Americans have some form of thyroid disease, yet 60% are completely unaware? Therefore, your thyroid could be silently sabotaging your health, and you might not even know it. But don't worry, these expert tips can help you take control. Tip number 6. Incorporate selenium-rich foods. When it comes to thyroid health, selenium is one of those minerals that doesn't get enough attention. But it's absolutely vital. Selenium is a trace mineral, which means your body only needs a small amount, but that small amount plays a big role in keeping your thyroid functioning properly. One of the most interesting things about selenium is its role in thyroid hormone production. The thyroid gland uses selenium to convert the hormone T4, which is relatively inactive, into the active T3 form. Without enough selenium, this conversion process can get disrupted, leading to imbalances in your thyroid hormones, which can have a ripple effect on your overall health. Now, when it comes to getting selenium through your diet, there are a few key foods that stand out. Brazil nuts are probably the most famous when it comes to selenium content. Just one Brazil nut can provide you with more than the daily recommended amount of selenium, which is about 55 micrograms for most adults. This makes them an incredibly efficient way to boost your selenium levels. But it's important to remember that while selenium is crucial, more isn't necessarily better. Too much selenium can actually be harmful, so it's best to enjoy Brazil nuts in moderation. Mushrooms are another great source of selenium, and they're easy to incorporate into your meals. They're particularly high in selenium if they've been grown in selenium-rich soil, so not all mushrooms will have the same levels. Other foods like sunflower seeds, brown rice, and spinach also contain selenium, though in smaller amounts. Incorporating a variety of these foods into your diet can help ensure you're getting enough selenium to support your thyroid health. One of the key benefits of selenium is its ability to help prevent oxidative stress in the thyroid. The thyroid gland is particularly susceptible to oxidative damage because of its high metabolic activity and the presence of hydrogen peroxide, a byproduct of thyroid hormone production. Selenium acts as an antioxidant, protecting the thyroid gland from this kind of damage and helping to prevent conditions like Hashimoto'S thyroiditis, an autoimmune disorder that leads to hypothyroidism. Tip number 5. Avoid goitrogenic foods. Another important aspect of thyroid health is being aware of goitrogenic foods. These are foods that can interfere with thyroid hormone production, particularly by inhibiting the uptake of iodine, which is essential for thyroid function. Goitrogens can be found in a variety of foods, some of which might be surprising, like cruciferous vegetables, think broccoli, cabbage, and kale, soy products, and even certain grains like millet. While these foods are generally very healthy and have many nutritional benefits, they can be problematic for people who are prone to thyroid issues, especially if consumed in large amounts. The good news is that the goitrogenic effect of these foods can be minimized by cooking them. For instance, steaming or lightly cooking cruciferous vegetables can significantly reduce their goitrogenic compounds, making them much safer for thyroid health. Understanding the role of goitrogens and how to manage their intake can be an important step in maintaining thyroid health, especially for those who are more susceptible to thyroid disorders. Tip number 4. Optimize iodine levels. Iodine is one of those nutrients that often gets overlooked until there's a problem, but it plays a critical role in thyroid health. Your thyroid gland depends on iodine to produce thyroid hormones, which are essential for regulating metabolism, energy levels, and even mood. But when it comes to iodine, balance is key. Both too little and too much iodine can cause thyroid problems. Iodine deficiency can lead to hypothyroidism, where the thyroid doesn't produce enough hormones. This can cause symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, and even depression. On the other hand, excessive iodine intake can also disrupt thyroid function, potentially leading to conditions like hyperthyroidism or thyroiditis, where the thyroid becomes overactive or inflamed. This makes it really important to get your iodine intake just right. One of the best natural sources of iodine is seaweed. Seaweed, particularly varieties like kelp, nori, and wakame, is incredibly rich in iodine. In fact, just a small amount can provide more than the daily recommended intake of iodine, which is about 150 micrograms for most adults. But because seaweed is so potent, it's also easy to overdo it, so it's best to enjoy it in moderation. If you're a fan of sushi or seaweed snacks, it's something to keep in mind. It's also worth noting that certain groups of people might need to be more mindful of their iodine intake. For example, pregnant and breastfeeding women need more iodine to support their baby's development, so they should ensure they're getting enough from their diet or supplements. On the flip side, people with existing thyroid conditions or those taking certain medications might need to be cautious about their iodine intake, as it could exacerbate their condition. Keeping an eye on your iodine levels and adjusting your diet accordingly can help you maintain a healthy thyroid, and by extension, overall well-being. Tip number 3. Manage stress levels. Stress is something we all deal with, but did you know it can have a direct impact on your thyroid health? When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels, can interfere with the production of thyroid hormones. This can lead to imbalances that might cause or exacerbate thyroid problems. Managing stress is crucial for maintaining healthy thyroid function, but it's easier said than done, right? One of the more unique ways to reduce stress is through a practice called forest bathing, or Shinrin-yoku. This is a Japanese technique that involves spending time in nature, fully immersing yourself in the sights, sounds, and smells of the forest. It might sound simple, but research has shown that forest bathing can significantly lower cortisol levels, which in turn can help support your thyroid health. Incorporating these stress management techniques into your routine can help protect your thyroid from the negative effects of stress. Not only will this support your thyroid, but it can also improve your overall mental and physical health. When you're able to keep stress in check, your body functions more smoothly, and that includes your thyroid. Tip number 2. Support your gut health. Gut health is something we hear about all the time, but did you know it's closely connected to thyroid function? It's one of those things that often flies under the radar when talking about thyroid health, but the two are deeply interconnected. Your gut plays a key role in the conversion of thyroid hormones, specifically turning the inactive T4 hormone into the active T3 form, which your body needs to function properly. If your gut health is off, this conversion can be compromised, leading to imbalances in your thyroid hormones and affecting everything from your energy levels to your metabolism. One of the best ways to support your gut health is by incorporating probiotics into your diet. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy balance in your gut microbiome. This balance is crucial because an imbalanced gut can lead to inflammation, which can negatively impact your thyroid function. Fermented foods like kefir, yogurt, sauerkraut, and kimchi are rich in probiotics and can be easily added to your meals. Not only do these foods help with gut health, but they also enhance nutrient absorption, which is vital for your thyroid. When your gut is healthy, your body can absorb and utilize the nutrients it needs to support your thyroid. Maintaining a balanced gut microbiome is essential for your overall health, but it's particularly important for your thyroid. When your gut is healthy, your thyroid has a better chance of functioning optimally, and you're more likely to feel your best. Tip number 1. Ensure adequate vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is another key player in thyroid health that often doesn't get the attention it deserves. This vitamin is crucial for your immune system and plays a significant role in regulating thyroid function. One of the reasons vitamin D is so important is that it helps modulate the immune response, which is particularly important for people with autoimmune thyroid disorders like Hashimoto'S thyroiditis or Graves' disease. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to an increased risk of developing these conditions, which is why it's so important to ensure you're getting enough. The best source of vitamin D is natural sunlight. When your skin is exposed to sunlight, it produces vitamin D, which your body can then use. However, depending on where you live or your lifestyle, getting enough sunlight might not always be feasible. This is where supplementation comes in. Taking a vitamin D supplement can help maintain your levels, especially during the winter months or if you spend a lot of time indoors. In addition to sunlight and supplements, you can also get vitamin D from your diet. Foods like fatty fish, such as salmon and mackerel, Egg yolks and fortified foods like milk and orange juice can help boost your vitamin D levels. Ensuring you're getting enough vitamin D is a simple yet powerful way to support your thyroid health and overall well-being. It's important to regularly check your vitamin D levels, especially if you have a thyroid condition, as deficiency is quite common in people with thyroid disorders. By keeping your vitamin D levels in check, you can help support your immune system and reduce the risk of autoimmune thyroid issues. So there you have it, 6 expert tips that go beyond the basics of thyroid health. From ensuring adequate selenium and iodine intake to managing stress and supporting your gut health. These tips offer a comprehensive approach to optimizing your thyroid function. Take these tips to heart and start supporting your thyroid health today.